Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kimberly's Bedtime Brooding, where I put myself in a vulnerable position to make your life more valuable. Okay, so I don't really know how to start this, but I've been thinking about this for nights, and I just felt like it has been a calling to take action. Sorry, I'm really tired. I took like a sleeping pill earlier. Okay, well, anyways, I guess this shall be it since social media heavily paints everybody with a positive vibe and the luxury life. So I guess I'll be one on the ground. So to be vulnerable because it's simply impossible to stay strong literally all the time. So I just hope to be of great company to those that are breaking because it's really, really normal to break. Okay. I will have to admit first and foremost that while I do jump on the bandwagon where I show off the joys in my life, I will have to admit that I crumble a lot. Having said this already makes me feel kind of teary eyed. But well, that just shows that I have emotions and I have feelings. Okay, so as a 21-year-old university undergraduate funding my literal everything, and since I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder since I was 15 years old, I'm still trying to find my purpose and place and calling in life. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do in the future, and that itself is scary to me. But I like to think that crumbling does help me grow into a better me tomorrow. I like to admit that I crash out a lot about my ex boyfriend. That will be the first topic of my little bedtime brooding, whatever this is. Additionally, my financial goals, my family, and like I mentioned earlier, my future while. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. My future, while I find exciting, I also fear very deeply and intensely. Okay, so what shall I go vulnerable about first? Okay, maybe it'll be something to think about on the daily. Lost love? I don't even know what to start or like where to start. Okay, I wrote down like a couple of things that I want to talk about, so at least I don't go mind blank. Okay, lost love. Okay, to me, I think it is so fascinating how one can feel so deeply for the other, and yet there will still be factors that can separate them. I never thought that I'd see myself feel so much love and care and concern for a person and actually look forward to a future and a family with them. So, I think the most heartbreaking thing about lost love would be leaving behind the potential of what we had, and yet again, not regretting a single thing done, and while reminiscing all the good memories made, and still have so much love for this person, even without contact. While I was in love, I would say I was a different person. I was happy, and I found myself not just a person, but a space to feel safe and also taken care of. And while I was in love, I felt alive and hopeful, and I just felt like this is really what I want in my life, and this is something I can settle with. Okay, so then the question comes with why the breakup? So, if everything was so colorful, why did I break up? Okay, so to me, one important thing would be presence. Presence to me means the entire world. And that being said, there's also a level of commitment and effort to be put into being present. I think that was what was lacking from my previous partner. But I also understand that his priorities to build his career would also surpass the need to be present for me. And I don't blame him. In fact, I actually respect him because for him to step out and admit that it's also a bit hard because that would just mean it would hurt me, right? Anyways, I wish him all the best though, despite like all the struggles and hurdles we've been through. And I really truly want him to experience life and have fun. And I anticipate the better future for him, whatever that means to him. And even if that means a future without me. So, with all my heart, if you see this, Isaac, I'm rooting for you, and I know that you do the same for me also, okay? Anyways, having been single for almost a year, I got the chance to seek so much clarity for myself, within myself, what I want and what I need in my life, and how I want to build stability, strengthen my independence, and of course, to grow myself as a person, a creator, and a contributor to society. I'd say that I'm very happy. I might be very teary eyed, but that's also like an indication that I feel for this very strongly. But I am happy, I'm contented, I'm motivated, and I think most importantly, I'm hopeful. I find myself ways to see things in multiple perspectives, but also prioritize the fact that I have to seek my own perspective in different things. So from then, I allow myself to refuse, to say no, to take breaks, to crumble, and to recuperate. Having broken up with someone that I would claim as the love of my life then gave me the capacity to drop all the way to rock bottom. And then, while being rock bottom, climb a little back up and then fall back again multiple times. Having fallen down the pit so many times, I would say I managed to find myself comfortable there, and then from then onwards, layer some foundation to climb back up again. So I'd say being at my lowest would, no, being at my lowest made me feel human, made me human in a world that is literally training our minds like robots. You know, the thing about me speaking to a camera is that I don't actually look at the camera because I get really nervous, I get really flustered, and naturally my mind gets blanked. So I would prefer staring in somewhere else. Mostly I just stare into space and I let my head think, my mind process, and my mouth go. Okay. Anyways, I'm so tired and I've been yawning. I'm gonna end it off here. So I've been vulnerable, and I hope that the time that you have spent here with me has been valuable. So I'm like teary eyed, I'm like super vulnerable. Bruh, like literally, this is crazy. Bedtime brooding. Anyways, stay safe, stay sane. I love you, and good night.